The Super Eagles of Nigeria play Tanzania tomorrow in our opening game. Just quick one, tell me, what do you think? What do Super Eagles need to do to beat Tanzania?
I think it's going to be not going to be an easy game as many are predicting because, as I always say, there is no longer small football in African football again. Every nation is a footballing nation right now. Now, the Tanzania team has not beaten the Super Eagles, and that will be maybe based on history. Super Eagles are better than them. But I think it will be a difficult one because in the case if the Super Eagles look down on the Tanzanian national team and just assume okay we definitely would win them, but if they come out with their A game, let's say use the anger of the World Cup playoff to go against Tanzania, we can win them. But for me, it should be a win. It should be an easy win for the Super Eagles.
Who do you think will be the most important player for the Super Eagles tomorrow against Tanzania?
We have one man we know, one man who have always been that man, Victor Osimhen. So Victor Osimhen will still be the key man, and some will say it's sad, but some will say it's not sad. The Super Eagles team currently is built around Victor Osimhen. We watched the game against DR Congo. No Victor Osimhen, no Super Eagles. Victor Osimhen will still be the key man that the Tanzania defenders will try to hold. The Super Eagles midfield will try to pass the ball to. Super Eagles wingers will try to cross the ball to. He will be the main man.
Thank you very much. Nigeria plays their opening game against Tanzania tomorrow. What does the Super Eagles have to do to ensure that they emerge victorious and get all 3 points?
They have to do a whole lot. First off, do not estimate your opponent. At the Tanzanian side, I saw them at the Chan, and they've got some couple of players who will be coming into this tournament also. And the coach did mention that the team is going to try and neutralize Victor Osimhen. And we all know as Nigerians that we in a way, like 60-70% of the time rely on Victor Osimhen. But the happy part is that we've got players who are coming into the fold in good form. Samuel Chukwu is in fantastic form. Demola Lukman also in fantastic form, I must add. And there's also this sprinkle of goals in the midfield coming from the likes of Franco Yeka in recent times. So but I think we just need to stay focused. Our first game of the tournament is pretty important. We saw against the game between Morocco and Comoro Island yesterday. I feel that they also were a little bit jittery in that one. So we need to take out any jittery form against Tanzania tomorrow. For obvious reasons, we are the favourite. We finished runners up last time, so it means this team will want to sit back, low block. We have to beat our time, take it one game at a time, take it one pass at a time, one dribble at a time, one tactics at a time, I must add. So we need to do all to say that, yes, first game is important. And I will take you back to Abidjan. Last time out, we were in Cote d'Ivoire. Our first game, we've played 1-1. I don't think we want to start in that note this time. All 3 points will be good.
And if you're making a judgment call, who will be the most important player for the Super Eagles in that game? Who holds our 3 points?
I will not go the offensive, you know why? Because our defensive line has been shaky in recent times. So I think Calvin Bassey will be very important. Important in two ways. In helping us to keep a clean sheet. In football, if you keep a clean sheet, you don't lose. Yeah. And the second part is that important in helping us to keep the back line. It would be the most experience of the back line, so he has to show that responsibility has been there before, done it, not really done it, or did get to the final. Done it is when you win the cup. So I think Calvin Bassey will be important. And again, I'm tipping him. I think in my head, I'm tipping him to have a William Troost Ekong type of tournament last time in this tournament.
Thank you very much, Mike. Our opening game is tomorrow, Nigeria, Tanzania. Firstly, how do you see the game going, and what does Super Eagles need to do to get all 3 points?
Walk over, walk over, walk over. That's what is on everybody's mind now. But I mean, you actually need to play the 90 minutes. It's 90 minutes of football. 11 players versus 11 players. Anything can happen. I've seen this team lose to Lesotho. I've seen this team have a difficult day with Central African Republic and teams that Tanzania are better than you get. So, though my hopes are high and I believe we'll do well, but I mean, you need to play the match to win the match. And I'm very confident. I'm happy that a lot of the players also have this feeling that they owe a lot to the people that have been supporting them because it has been build up of joy, 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 and then ends in a bad way. The way we lost the last final. Joy, joy, joy in the World Cup qualifiers towards the end when we were getting second chance after second chance, and then at the end lost some penalties to DR Congo. So hopefully we just get the game going. Our key players have to stand up, and be counted. This team has lost a lot of players recently due to injury and retirement, but stand up and be counted, win the game, be convincing, and send the message to the rest of Africa. Say we don't land.
I mean, if you're making a judgment call of is it 8 or 7 players, new players that are in this team? Sorry, 6 players that are in this team. Do you think any of them will make the match day squad tomorrow? And if you think so, who do you think will make the match day squad?
I'm thinking Ryan because I mean he's our second choice right back now, so he should be in the team. Lord knows if Erichel will start him, but again, maybe a good day to have your debut to against Tanzania that's not that kind of a strong team, so that we can see what he has to offer and also ease him in. Also, I'm thinking about Igor because in the Unity Cup, he started that game, which was Eric Chel's kind of test for even Benjamin Frederick as well. Then coming up to this tournament, I think the Egypt game too, he played. He started that game too. So I'm looking at Igor. Maybe if Shemi Ajayi is to be the main person as centre back, the tournament is going to be long if we are to progress. So maybe we need to use all our players, you get. And Tanzania is a good day to start one or two of them. And Igor, no bad. Again, Chidozie Awaziem is somebody that is around there. But in terms of new players, I'm really looking at Ryan, the second choice right back, and maybe Igor. Maybe.
Thank you very much. Super Eagles of Nigeria opened their AFCON. I won't say defense, but I mean, someone called us the vice winners. So we opened an attempt at winning the AFCON this time, going one step further than we did in Cote d'Ivoire. What do you think we need to do to get all 3 points against Tanzania?
I think it's to not start tournaments the way we usually do. Because as good as we are at tournaments, at AFCON specifically, we start poorly usually. I'm certain of a semi-final finish in this AFCON, minimum in my opinion. But anything that happens after that, for Tanzania game, let's not underrate them. Let us show up our defense. I'll take a 1-0 win if I get it because it's better. Last tournament we played a draw to start. Equatorial Guinea held us a 1-1 draw. So I'll take a 1-0 win. I'm not arrogant. I understand that we didn't qualify for the World Cup, so we should understand that we are at bare minimum right now. Let us just take the win against Tanzania and build into the tournament. Thankfully, Tunisia is the last game, so by the time we play them, we don't have much to lose. So that's the target for me.
Okay, people pointed out in the game against Nigeria, DR Congo at the World Cup qualifiers that one of our major issues, where, mostly when Victor left the pitch, was it was obvious that we lacked press-resistant midfielders that could walk around, that could take the ball from Cote d'Ivoire and walk around their press. Do you think with the new players invited and the blend of old players, Eric Schell has addressed your midfield concerns?
We've always had the players to address the midfield concerns. It's just a matter of trust. So it's clear that Eric Schell wants to play a 4-4-2 diamond with two strikers. There's evidence to support that Osimhen plays better with a striker beside him. The Akko Adams experiment has worked. But to do that, we cannot have just Iwobi and Ndidi in the midfield. And because Iwobi is a very versatile player, I think Iwobi is the key to having the best midfield that we want to. Play Raphael Onyedika and Wilfred Ndidi as the holders. Let Iwobi be the 10, but with license to drift. So when it drifts wide, Lookman then partners Osimhen up front. So you still have your two up front, and then you maintain solid midfield shape. I think that's the only solution I can see to this without sacrificing anything really. But if you want to go with what Eric Schell will most likely do, he will most likely play Iwobi and Ndidi again, and will continue to misuse Alex Iwobi, even though he's not played badly as a DM, but we see him for his team. We see him for Fulham. We've seen him for Everton. He played right midfielder. For Fulham, he plays everywhere behind the striker. So we should utilize him that way, in my opinion.
Thank you very much. The Super Eagles of Nigeria start their defense. Well, not defense. We did not win. We start their AFCON campaign against Tanzania tomorrow. What do we need to do to ensure that we get all 3 points against Tanzania?
It's very simple. The boys just continue the mentality from the Benin Republic game. How they breezed through Benin Republic, came for the World Cup playoffs, breezed through Gabon, had a good game to a large extent against DR Congo. And just send a message to other, teams. You can't be the second place team in the last AFCON and come to this AFCON with a slow start. You have to send a message. Tanzania have not defeated us in their history, so it's a statement. In a statement wins, so that Nigerians will feel like, okay, fine, we failed to qualify for the World Cup, but these guys are ready for AFCON.
Okay, 6 new players in the team, and then the blend with the old players. Are you comfortable with the players put together and selected? And do you think some of the lapses that were evident in the team have been fixed with the new players invited?
Well, we need fresh blood in the team. We need new energy. We need new ambition. These new guys, we feel like these are first AFCON, and they can, rub it off. Guys are already, play with levity. I would say levity, but it's psychology. When you've played a particular tournament back-to-back, games back-to-back, complacency can set in. These new guys can come in. I did an interview with Ebenezer, yesterday, and he was talking about how he wants to actually play. If he gets any time, he wants to play. And I think that's the kind of energy we need from the new guys. They know that there's a vacuum to fill, and if you take your chances, you can be the, a regular, shirt for the Super Eagles. So I think it's good. We'll be, clamoring for a new blood. These are new bloods into the team. I just pray that when they get their chance, they actually perform well.
And If you're making a judgment call on how far we can go at this AFCON, what do you think? Not from a fan's perspective, an analytic perspective. How far do you think we can go at this AFCON?
If you look at it very well, I think Nigeria is good when it comes to AFCON. We've done well for ourselves. We've, every AFCON we come like favorites because we always have a good time out. Except the one in Cameroon where we failed to qualify to the semi-final. I think the benchmark for Nigeria should be semi-final, and that shows that you're top four teams when it comes to AFCON tournament. So. But of course, Nigerians are looking for us to do one better from what we did in Cote d'Ivoire. So I believe that the boys know what is at stake. Out of the 10 teams, the top 10 teams in Africa, we are the only team that didn't qualify for the World Cup. So if you want to actually, have some, bragging right as well, win it and be like, okay, fine, they didn't qualify for the World Cup, but they went ahead to win AFCON. That's what I want for the players.
Thank you very much. Just coming a little bit. Yeah, all right, good. Our first game against Tanzania. How do you see the game going, and what do we need to do to get all 3 points for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Yeah, I think the Super Eagles player needs to even forget what has happened earlier and focus on the next game. The 3 points, it sets the tone for what is going to happen, over the next couple of days. And Tunisia, we never can tell what they will bring on, but when we get the first 3 points against Tanzania, we know that okay, yes, we have something to hold on. I'm not saying that the Super Eagles player are going to lose against Tanzania, but it is football; anything can happen. And what they need to do is to keep the focus as usual. For the next game.
So if you're making a judgment call, a lot of people have said that. I mean, it's a new team, with the same team, but new blood have been injected. They say Eric Shell has made some mistakes, and he has probably learned from his mistakes. How far do you see the Super Eagles going at this AFCON?
We just like Onasi said before the Afcon, he said something about this particular set of players being bringing on something like a deja vu. For the 2013 Afcon, people didn't believe in the players, and they ended up bringing up the trophy. So I believe that this Super Eagles players generally, the new team, don't underrate them. They can come up, they are hungry. Of course, the new players are hungry. When you put them there, they are going to actually put something up. So I believe that we can actually go far with this set of teams. We have attacking players. If they should actually replicate what they are doing at the club, and at the club, and bring it to the national team for the next 7 games, we would actually we'll go far.
Thank you very much, man.